Streaming live here at Harriman High School, where tonight the Region 2A semifinal tips off. It'll be a barn burner tonight between the Blue Devils of Jellico and the Indians of Oneida. Good evening. I'm Josh Parker here from Harriman High School, joined alongside Matthew Moore, engineering our broadcast for us tonight. Aaron Hopkins behind the camera tonight again as we get to ride with the Jellico Blue Devils in this postseason run here as they take on the Indians of Oneida. Earlier this afternoon, our very own Jake Miller of Jake Miller Sports Talk caught up with head coach Mike Reynolds to get his thoughts for the game tonight. Let's hear that interview now.
Good evening, everybody. Jake Miller with WLAF and Jake Miller Sports Talk here. Pleased to be joined by Jellico head coach Mike Reynolds. Coach, how are we doing today? All right, Coach, got a big one tonight. You're facing Oneida for the fourth time this year. Of course, Oneida beat you twice in the regular season. You bounce back. You beat them in the district championship, eventually go on to win the district championship, and now you are playing them once again tonight at a shot at getting to the regional final, which guarantees you a spot in the sectional. Just talk about what practice has been like this week and what the mindset of your guys is heading up to this game. And, of course, Coach, we talk a lot about Trey Van and what the impact is he has made on this team. And, of course, you had mentioned before, he is the only guy, I think the only guy on your team that was on that team that made it to Murfreesboro just a couple of years ago. Talk about his leadership a little bit and what he's been doing to help not only mentally prepare himself, but prepare the guys around him.
Citizens Bank is a locally owned and operated bank serving communities in East Tennessee. The bank was established in 1934 with three guiding principles at its foundation: assurance of safety to depositors, a high standard of service to customers, and a genuine desire to serve the community. These principles are the core factor in the success that has lasted over 85 years and grown Citizens Bank to the renowned financial institution it is today. To learn more about Citizens Bank, visit citizensbank24.com.
Quality and Clayton go hand in hand. That's quality constructed homes from Clayton Homes. The staff at Clayton Homes, located right here at home in Campbell County at Jacksboro, is ready to help you through all the steps of home ownership, from selecting the home that's just right for you to putting the keys in your hand. Since 1956, Clayton Homes has been making dreams come true. See the home folks about your new dream home from Clayton Homes, 110 North Street near Jacksboro Middle School. Call or just come on by.
When you're starting a small business, there's nothing small about your dreams. And in Kentucky, when it comes to small business lending, Community Trust Bank is the #1 SBA community bank lender. And there is a reason why. Community Trust Bank never treats your business like it's small. Call us today about your business. Community Trust Bank. We're building communities built on trust.
Back live here at Harriman High School. Warm-ups concluding on the floor below. Apologize for the difficulties there with the interview with Coach Reynolds. We'll try to re-rack that and have that for you maybe at halftime. So, again, Jellico, the home team tonight, home white jerseys for the Blue Devils, the 1 seed. And then you'll have Oneida, of course, the 3 seed in the region tournament here. The 4th time these two teams have faced off against each other. The last time was on February 20th in the quarterfinal round, in the semifinal round of the district tournament. Jellico won 62-59. And then on February 10th, Jellico lost by 30 at Jellico, 82-52. At Oneida. And then at Jellico, the Blue Devils lost by 3, 87-84. So, again, win when it matters the most, and that's what Jellico will try to do tonight here. Again, the winner of the matchup tonight between the Blue Devils and the Indians will go to Harriman. Will stay here and play at Harriman on Thursday night in the region championship, automatically qualifying for a spot in the sub-state tournament. The winner on Thursday night gets to host a sub-state game next Monday night, March the 9th at 7 p.m. But before then, a lot of good basketball to go. Let's go courtside now for the introduction of our starting lineup and tonight's national anthem.
Beautiful hair for Tennessee for tonight's region tournament matchup. The first between the Oneida Indians and the Jellico Blue Devils. At this time, we ask for everyone to please rise. Gentlemen, remove your hats for a moment of silence, followed by the play of our national anthem.
And the starting lineup has been played. Time now for the starting lineups for the Oneida Indians. Number 1, a sophomore, Kanan Shoemaker. Number 10, Brock Ryan. Number 11, a senior, Grady Keaton. He's their big scorer. Number 13, a senior, Ben Gilbert. And running out the lineup for the Indians, number 15, Jesse Zachary. Oneida coached by Jacob King. Time now for the starting lineup for your Jellico Blue Devils. Number 0, a sophomore, Braden Teague. Number 3, a senior, Trey Van. Number 4, a junior, Gavin Dabney. Number 5, a junior, Jacob Bowen. And number 21, a sophomore, Dakota Marlowe. Jellico is coached by Mike Reynolds, assisted by Stephen Baird, Justin Bowen, and Gage Hoslow. Jellico receiving last-minute instructions across the way. Jellico will be going left to right here in the first half. Oneida right to left. Oneida the black jerseys with orange numerals outlined in white. Gives off the dark mode UT jerseys vibe with the orange and white checkerboards down the sides. Home white jerseys for Jellico. Jellico across the front. Blue numerals outlined in black. Van will tip off against Zachary of Oneida. The official now blows the whistle. The ball is in the air wherever you're listening. Nope, we'll do it again. Zachary and Van, round 2. The ball is in the air and we're underway. The Greenview Farms and Market tip-off is underway. Here's Jellico now with the basketball. Trey Van now in front court. Kicks it out to Bowen. Bowen now to the goal to our right. Kicks it out top to Teague. Now over to Dabney. Dabney now looks to drive. Draws a crowd. Pulls up. Shot short. Rebound pulled down Bowen. Bowen now has a shot blocked on the putback. It's rebounded by Jesse Zachary of Oneida. Here come the Indians in front court. Shoemaker picked up by Bowen. Goes to Zachary. Zachary now goes back door. Shoemaker gets free. Shot up is no good. Rebound inside Oneida's Gilbert, and Gilbert puts it up and in. Jellico kind of fell asleep there on the rebound. Oneida leads early 2-0. Dabney now with the basketball out to Trey Van. Van looks to go one-on-one against Keaton. Does so. Shot off the glass. No good. Ball is tipped. Battled for. Here comes Oneida. That's Gilbert with it. Gilbert goes up. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down inside Keaton. Keaton's put back no good. Bowen with the rebound. They find Trey Van out front. Van battles on Zachary. Shot no good. Bowen. No, excuse me. That's Teague with the rebound. On the way up, he's fouled. Ben Gilbert picks up his first. And Braden Teague will go to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line for 2 shots to get Jellico on the board. First free throw is good for Teague. Braden Teague, a sophomore for the Blue Devils, makes the first. Second free throw is on the way, good. Tie game, 2-2. 6:44 to go. Zachary gets the ball into Ryan. Then Oneida throws it away in backcourt. Turnover, Indians. And Jacob King and Oneida wants a quick 30-second timeout, 1:28 into the contest. We'll keep our coverage here. Looks like Jellico has rolled out a box and one on Grady Keaton. It looks like Bowen will be following him around tonight. Again, we're live from Harriman High School. Thanks for tuning in to our audio coverage. That we'll be able to play this back, 24 hours after, give or take. So Trey Van will throw it in for Jellico. Gets the ball in now to Dabney. Dabney now with the basketball. Works against Ryan. Dabney now, double team, looking for help. Comes out top to Teague. Now to Bowen. Bowen now back to Teague. Teague thought about the three. Now he'll back it off, hand it off to Van. Van now drives with the basket. Back to Bowen. Bowen cuts through. Bowen drives. Bowen backs his way inside. Draws a crowd. Gets it over to Marlowe. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down Oneida. Here come the Indians now. Grady Keaton with the basketball. Keaton now with the basketball. Goes to Gilbert. Gilbert baseline floaters up. No good. Whistle sounds. Foul called on Jellico. And that foul will go on Dakota Marlowe, the sophomore, his first. And for Oneida, that'll send Ben Gilbert to the free throw line for 2 shots. First one away, good. Oneida reclaims the lead now, 3-2. Second free throw on the way, good. Gilbert makes them both. He has all 4 points for Oneida. Indians lead 4-2. Dabney now in front court. Pulls up. Jumper on the way off the back iron. No good. Ball is... It'll be a jump ball, and the arrow favors Oneida. Bowen and Gilbert force the jump ball, and it'll be Oneida basketball. 6:06 to go in the opening quarter from Harriman. Jellico and Oneida in the region semis. Winner advances on to the region championship. The loser washes the jerseys for the year. Shoemaker traveled. Great defense by Jacob Bowen, the junior of Jellico, as Kanan Shoemaker could never really get comfortable with the basketball as he came into front court. Drayton Wade is junior now into the game for Oneida. He gives Brock Ryan a breather. An entire end of the bleachers full here from the J crew, the Jellico student section. And then a foul will be called there on Oneida as Van set a screen and they ran right over top of him. That's on Drayton Wade, who just checked in, his first, team second. Jellico will have it, sideline down below us. Van now with the basketball, looks to inbounds, does so to Teague. Dabney. Dabney now hounded all the way to the goal, and a foul will be called on Wade, his second. So 2 quick fouls by Drayton Wade here in 30 seconds, and that gets Brock Ryan, the senior, back in. Van will throw it in for Jellico under their own goal. 4-2, Oneida by 2, 5:43 to go in the first. Van with the basketball. Pass ball's deflected out of bounds by Oneida. No, it can't be Oneida basketball. I mean, yeah, there we go. They got together. I mean, at some point we have to live by physics. So Dabney will throw it in again for Jellico. Dabney looking for a man open. Gets it into Van. Van now to the basket. Inside to Marlowe. Marlowe has it knocked away from behind. Keaton gets it to Shoemaker. Shoemaker now with the basketball for Oneida. Oneida the goal to our left here in the first half. Keaton with the basketball. Trey Van on Keaton tonight. Keaton now with the basketball to Shoemaker. Again, Van follows Keaton wherever he goes. Oneida gets it inside. Nice defense inside by Jellico. The ball's loose, and it's pulled down, rebounded by Oneida. Heck of a play there for Zachary to keep it alive for the Indians. 4-2. Oneida by 2. Zachary kicks it out to Keaton, and a charge called on Oneida. Jellico draws the charge on Jesse Zachary. Jellico knew what was coming, and they were ready to roll. 4-2, Oneida by 2. Here's Trey Van looking for his first points of the night. Floater off the glass, good! Trey Van gets the roll off the back iron. Tie game 4-all. Shoemaker with the basketball to Zachary. Oneida with the ball. Zachary to the goal. Shot good. Jesse Zachary gets his first 2 points. 6-4 Oneida. Dabney now in front court for the Indians. He's picked up by Ron. Kicks it out to Teague. Bolin left side, 3 on the way. Cha-ching! Jacob Bolin, the junior, with a Smith Metals and Doc Sales tray, shoots Jellico into their first lead of the night. 7-6. Ron with the basketball to Shoemaker. Jellico by 1, 4:10 to go. Shoemaker now. Ball deflected, stolen away. Bolin with it. Bolin now spins. Bolin to the goal. Shot no good. Teague nearly had the board, but then Trey Van steals it back court. Layup good. Oh, my. You had to see it to believe it. Jellico by 3, 9-6. And then here's another steal by Teague. Teague to the goal. Layup good. And he's fouled. Count it for Braden Teague, the sophomore. Grady Keaton picks up his first, and the Blue Devils lead by 5. And Braden Teague is at the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line to complete the 3-point play. Free throw on the way, good. Teague's got 5. And Jellico leads 12-6. It's a NATO run for the Blue Devils. Ron with it to Gilbert. Now to Shoemaker. Shoemaker now with the basketball. 3:25 to go in the first. Shoemaker kicks it out to Ron. He'll fire a 3. Good. Brock Ron, the senior. His first 3 points. Ends the 8-0 Blue Devil run. Van inside. Tried to go inside to Marlowe off his fingertips. Turnover Blue Devils. Here come the Indians. Keaton shut off. Pass goes to Gilbert. Gilbert to the goal. Shot good. Oneida has answered the 8-0 Jellico run with a 5-0 run of their own. Blue Devils by 1. This will be Dabney for 3. In and out. Rebound pulled down by Oneida. Shoemaker now in front court for the Indians. Shoemaker now over to Gilbert. Jellico by 1. 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Van steals it. Van picked his pocket. Van to the goal. Shot good. Trey Van has 6. Another home stretch, home services big play for the Blue Devil senior. Trey Van looked like a predator waiting for his prey to turn it over. Shoemaker with the basketball. Goes inside to Gilbert. Gilbert at the goal. Shot no good. Marlowe with a big rebound for Jellico. Trey Van now in front court. Van, he'll take a 3. Cha-ching! Oh, my! There's ice water in the senior's veins. And Jellico back on top by 6. 1:57 to go in the first. Blue Devils by 6 over Oneida. Shoemaker with it. Right side to Ryan. Back to Shoemaker. Now they go inside. Marlowe knocks it away. Van, the loose ball. Trey Van goes right. Layup is no good. The iron unkind. Oneida the rebound. Here's Gilbert. And Gilbert lost it out of bounds. Turnover Oneida. Substitution now for Jellico. Number 1, Caleb Rose, the junior, checks in. Rose had 12 the other night against Greenback. He'll give Dabney a breather. I may need a breather after this first quarter. 1:30 to go. Jellico by 6, 17-11. Braden Teague, the sophomore, brings the ball up into front court. Teague fights through traffic, and a foul will be called on Teague. I think the Oneida fans got that call more than anything. $1:20 to go. Jellico by 6. Shoemaker across the timeline finds Brock Ryan. Ryan now gets the ball to Lay. Kenton Lay checked in for the Indians. Now over to Shoemaker again. He'll fire for 3. No good. Ball sails out of bounds. Actually, no, it's tipped around, and then Gilbert gets it back for Oneida. Then Ryan with the loose ball, and another charge called on Oneida. That one's on Ryan, his first. Player controlled, team 6, so no free throws. It'll be Jellico basketball, length of the floor to go. Van now in front court. Van now, give and go to Marlowe. Marlowe through the paint, shot off the glass. They'll wipe it off, and they'll call a charge. The art of the makeup call right there is Dakota Marlowe is whistled for his second. Substitution for the Blue Devils, number 34, Micah Shelby, a junior, checks in for the first time tonight. 45 seconds to go in the first. Blue Devils by 6, 17-11. Yeah, I did. It wasn't. Shoemaker in front court. Over to Ryan. Up top to Gilbert. They get Keaton free. Keaton to the goal. Shot good. He's fouled. So Keaton's first points at the 32-second mark. And that'll be the second foul now on Braden Teague of Jellico. So Keaton now at the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play for Oneida. Free throw good. Seth Brandenburg now checks in for the Blue Devils, the senior. He'll give Teague a breather. 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Blue Devils by 3, 17-14. Van now with the basketball. Kicks it out. Bowen. He'll fire a 3. No good off the back iron. Rebound Shoemaker. Shoemaker now home run pass to Gilbert. Gilbert now spins at the goal. Shot good. 8 points now for Gilbert. Jellico by 1. 10 seconds to go in the first. Van with the basketball. Van spins at the free throw line. Scoop shot off the glass is no good as Van goes down, and that's the end of the first quarter. 1 down, 3 to go, and it's everything we were promised after one. After one quarter from Harriman, your score, Blue Devils 17, Indians 16. Stand by, second quarter actions next. This is Jellico Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Goulds Tire Sports Network.
Hey, this is Chris Malone at Bull's Tire Shop. We invite you to buy the new and used tires and friendly service. We're doing our best to continue the legacy of Dole's Tire Shop. Come see us on the 4-lane next to Eagle Tire Pro, right between La Follette and Jacksboro. Dole's Tire Shop, the tradition continues.
Second quarter action underway from Harriman. Blue Devils by 1. Blue Devil basketball. Brandenburg now. He'll go to Rose for 3. In and out. Ball tipped around and pulled down by Oneida. Here's Keaton with the basketball. Keaton now picked up by Rose. They swing it around the horn. Pass goes right side over there to Ron. Up top to Zachary. Zachary picked up by Shelby. Zachary now kicks it out to Shoemaker, deflected by Brandenburg, but Shoemaker pulls it in. Shoemaker now drives. Shoemaker, a little dream shot, no good. Keaton saves it. Into Lay. Out to Ryan for 3. Good. Oneida reclaims the lead at 19-17. Here's Trey Van. No look out to Brandenburg. To Rose, left side. Up top to Bolin. Bolin drives. Bolin through the paint. Layup is good. Heck of a play by Jacob Bolin. Tie game, 19 all. Jacob King over there for Oneida was doing his best Scotty Kitts impersonation, telling the fans to stand up. Ryan now with the basketball to Zachary. Zachary hands it off to Ryan. Ryan picked up by Van. Back out top now to Zachary. Brandenburg now is on Keaton. Oneida reset. Shoemaker now. They go inside. Rose knocks it away. Trey Van with the loose ball. He has Bolin out front. Layup is no good. Blocked off the back of the glass. Here come the Indians. Shoemaker. Shoemaker, Euros, fakes it. Out to Ryan. Ryan back to Shoemaker. Rose closes in on him. Shoemaker now on the baseline. Good defense by Rose. Finds Zachary at the goal. Shot is no good. Rebound pulled down Bolin. Van now gets it out front to Brandenburg. Brandenburg now shut off. Was trying to go back out to Bolin, but Zachary knocks it away, and Ryan pulls down the loose ball. A couple of miscues from both sides here on both offensive ends of the floor. 5:38 to go. Tie game, 19 all. Ryan of Oneida with the basketball to Zachary. Shelby picks Zachary up. Hands it off to Shoemaker. Shoemaker thinking about launching instead. Works with the switch from Bolin. There's Ryan again for three. In and out. Rebound inside Lay. Lay's putback is good. Kenton Lay worked his way into a wide open rebound and basket. Oneida by 2. Van to Brandenburg. Brandenburg now to the goal. Shot is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Zachary. Oneida will take a timeout with 4:56 to go. It'll be a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 21-19, Oneida by 2 with the ball when we return. This is Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Goals Tire Sports Network.
When you think loans, think green and look for us under the big green sign. First National Bank on the 4-lane La Follette. Our hometown staff welcomes you by today. See Brian. Ask for Carrie. Look for Beth behind the counter. Or see Taylor at the drive-thru. First National Bank Oneida. Member FDIC. Equal housing lender. Your family, your future, your bank. First National Bank. Cougar fans, get your First National Bank Orange and Blue Cougar debit card.
Well, through the first quarter and a half nearly, this game has been exactly what we thought it'd be. Back and forth, a game of runs. An 8-0 run pushed Jellico to their first lead. Oneida answered with a 5-0 run and then another Blue Devil run. And now we're currently sitting at Oneida +2 with 4:56 to go. Harriman and Oliver Springs play after us tonight. The winner of this game catches the winner of that game in the region championship. For Jellico, Dabney checked back in during the timeout. So it's Van, Brandenburg, Rose, Dabney, and Bolin out there for the Blue Devils. Ball's deflected by Rose, and Van scoops up the loose ball. Here's Van, kicks it out. Dabney fires for three on the way. Cha-ching! The bank's open! And Dabney banks it in for his first three of the night. Jellico by 1, 22-21. Here's Wade with the basketball. Over to Gilbert. Gilbert now tries to drive baseline. Good defense by Brandenburg. Shot up, no good. Bolin comes in, rips it away, and then a delayed jump ball. Bolin had already ripped it out of the hands of the Indian defender before they called a jump ball. Jackson Phillips now will throw it in for Oneida. Pass comes in over there to Wade. Wade to the goal. Shot is up high off the glass. No good. It's pulled down by Rose. Now to Dabney. Dabney now with the basketball. Dabney now sets up the Blue Devil offense. Dabney now stuck in the paint looking for help. Finds Rose. Blue Devils by 1 as we tick under 4 to play in the half. Van now through the middle. Ball knocked away from behind. Ball last touched by. They'll say last touch by Oneida as it's knocked away from behind. It'll be Oneida basketball, length of the floor to go. Wade now with the basketball. Gets it to Keaton. Keaton will work with the Zachary screen. Gives it up over here to Gilbert. Now to Wade. Inside, give and go. Shot is up and no good. Brandenburg pulls down the board. Now to Dabney. He'll fire a three. No good. Rebound pulled down by Oneida. Here come the Indians. Gilbert now goes up. Shot no good, and Dabney pulls down the board. Dabney slices and dices his way through traffic. Dabney now goes in. Spin move short. Rebound pulled down by Gilbert. Oneida basketball. Wade now with it. 2:56 to go in the half. Blue Devils by 1. Zachary now spins. Hook shot in the paint is good. That's Zachary, his 4th point. Oneida by 1. Dabney to the goal. Shot's no good. He's fouled going up. And Dabney will go to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line as Gilbert picks up his second. Dabney now at the Hensley's Tires free throw service free throw line. First one's no good. Dabney can tie it up with the second free throw. Dabney 3 of 7 from the line the other night at Jellico against Greenback. Second one no good. Bowen with the rebound. Bowen double team looking for help. Gets it to Van. Van back to Bowen. Bowen to Dabney and now to Rose. Rose launches for 3. Cha-ching! Caleb Rose, a Smith Metals and Dock Sales tray. Blue Devils by 2. Hand in his face and everything. And then a travel by Kanan Shoemaker. Again, Jacob Bowen, phenomenal defense out front. 2:15 to go. Trey Van with the basketball. Blue Devils by 2. Dabney with the basketball. Dabney now looking to drive in. Does so. Leaner on the way. Off the glass is no good. Rebound Wade. Wade now with the basketball in front court. Picked up by Bowen. Wade now tries to drive. Does so. Shot is up. No good. Rebound inside Zachary. Out to Ron for 3. No good. Rebound pulled down Brandenburg of Jellico. Brandenburg in front court to Bowen. Blue Devils by 2. Here's Dabney. He has an opening to the goal. Shot no good. Dabney hits the ground hard. No call. Here's Shoemaker with a 3. No good. Brandenburg tips it to Dabney. Dabney now in front court for the Blue Devils. Dabney now kicks it out to Rose. Head fake. A 3 on the way. Oh, no good. Ball is rebounded by Zachary of Oneida. Now to Wade. Wade now with a head of steam. Wade shot up is no good. Van did just enough to alter the shot. Trey Van now with the basketball. Van now with it. Shot is away. Blocking foul called on Oneida. That's the second on Zachary. And that'll send. No, it won't send. They'll say it occurred on the floor. So it'll be Jellico basketball under their own goal. So Gilbert back into the game now for Oneida. Rose will throw it in for Jellico. Up by 2, 57 seconds to go in the first quarter. Rose gets it in out top to Brandenburg. Brandenburg looks to drive, does so. Brandenburg to the goal, shot off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down Gilbert. Then the ball's knocked away. Oneida Shoemaker scoops it up. Now to Gilbert. Over here to Keaton for 3, good. Did not want that to happen. You don't want him to heat up. 35 seconds to go. Oneida by 1. Dabney with the basketball. Dabney now, step back three. In and out. Rebound, Bowen. Bowen at the goal. Good! Jacob Bowen has 7. And Jellico reclaims the lead. 15 seconds to go in the first. Here's Keaton. Keaton now over to Shoemaker. Back to Keaton. 10 seconds to go. Van has Keaton. Keaton looking to go off the dribble. Shot is away. No good. Van the board. Van now far sideline to Brandenburg. Brandenburg, three-quarter shot is no good off the back iron, and that's the end of the first half. Whoa! Halfway done in the region semifinal, game 1. Blue Devils 27, Indians 26. Welcome inside the Hammers halftime show. Halftime stats on the way. This is Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Duels Tire Sports Network.
If you're looking for quality at bargain prices, look no further than Hammers in Clinton. Family owned and operated, Hammers is there to help you stretch that dollar. Need jeans? Hammers has them. Need boots? Hammers has those. Need something orange for game day? Hammers has that as well. And don't forget to check out their home decor. When you visit Hammers in Clinton, you save money and time with a one-stop shop. And don't forget that RC and moon pie before you leave. Hammers, off the Clinton exit, just past Community Trust Bank. Easy to find, easy to shop.
E.E. Hill & Son Insurance.
You know, the insurance agency started out as Hill Insurance, and it was started by my grandfather in 1925.
Celebrating 100 years in 2025.
I went into the insurance business with my dad and my Uncle David in 74 after I got out of UT. Then I bought the agency from my dad in 77.
It started as father and son.
Most people think that E.E. Hill & Son is my dad and me, and it's not. It was my granddad and my dad.
And 100 years later,
our agency's been blessed to be in a community that has embraced our agency, and we have had some of the most amazing employees.
Go Cougars!
At Grace Rehab, we have one goal in mind: to improve your quality of life. We provide physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages. Grace's therapy and treatment plans are individualized for each patient.
Well, my doctor didn't think I would be to this point at this time, and I wouldn't have been had it not been for the rehab center here at Grace.
Oh, I like all the people that's here, and they've been real nice, and I've had a ton of fun with them.
Grace Rehab, we want to help you feel your best.
Hi, my name's Amanda Pemberton, and I'm a lifelong Campbell County native and former Lady Cougar. I'm a personal lines agent here at Gray Insurance, and I would love to help you with all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. We're an independent agency that represents over 100 companies, and we are adding more to ensure that we are able to offer our customers the best coverage and premium options. Come see me, and I'll be glad to help you with all your insurance needs. Thanks.
Need tires and alignment? How about an oil changer, maybe brake work? Whatever your car, truck, or SUV needs, the folks at Hensley Tire and Service are ready to help you. When it comes to your vehicle, come to Hensley's Tire and Service. You'll find us in La Follette, where Indiana meets Beach. For your next set of tires or service needs, call Hensley Tire and Service, 423-563-8473.
Go Cougars!
I'm Bailey Ball. Come see my dad, Billy, at La Follette Mine Supply. Hey, he's my dad too. Come see our dad. For septic tanks, PVC pipe, septic chambers, and rebar. Be sure and ask about our low prices on Tractor Ag Fluid, Def Fluid, and Rotella T4 motor oil. What's that? No kids zone? You can read?
Hi, I'm Macy Wilcox, the owner of La Follette Nutrition, and at La Follette Nutrition, we support the Cougars. Stop by and get a loaded tea and shake or a superfood bowl. And don't forget, we have seasonal menus. We're located at 240 West Central Avenue, Suite 9, across from First Baptist Church.
There are two types of hot water heaters, thankless and tankless. The thankless kind work like this.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
Hold off on that. I'm hopping in the shower.
Rinnai tankless water heaters work this way.
I'm throwing in a load of laundry.
No problem.
You get an endless supply of hot water even for multiple tasks at the same time.
With a natural gas water heater from PCUD, you get hot water twice as fast as same-size electric and for about half the cost. Chop down your hot water energy cost hundreds of dollars a year with PCUD in La Follette or Rocky Top.
Rinnai tankless water heaters, the hot way to heat water.
Since 1917, People's Bank of the South has been providing banking services to our friends and neighbors in Campbell and surrounding counties. Along with traditional services, we offer the latest technology as well, including contactless debit cards, mobile banking, remote deposit, mobile wallets, and more. All this, and we are still here to answer the phone when you call. Stop by and see us today. People's Bank has 3 convenient locations. Our main office is in the heart of La Follette, a second location in Jacksboro near the mall, and our Clinton branch is just off I-75 at exit 122. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back live here inside the Hammers halftime report. Whew, what a 2 quarters. At the half, Jellico leads by 1, 27-26. First half scoring for the Indians of Oneida. Ben Gilbert leads Oneida with 8 points, and then 6 points from Grady Keaton, 6 points for Brock Ryan, 4 points for Jesse Zachary, 2 points for Kenton Lade. For the Indians, Jackson Phillips, Drayton Wade, and Kanan Shoemaker did not score in the first half. The Indians are 3 of 3 from the free throw line. Now for the Blue Devils. Jellico led in scoring in the first half by senior Trey Van. 9 points by Van in the first half. 7 points for Jacob Boland. 5 points for Braden Teague. 3 points for Caleb Rose. 3 points for Gavin Dabney. And for the Blue Devils, Dakota Marlowe, Seth Brandenburg and Micah Shelby has played, not scored yet in the first half. The Blue Devils are 3 of 5 from the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line as well in the first half. So, again, very impressed. So, a couple of things. You've been able to slow down Keaton a little bit. Only 6 points in the first half for Grady Keaton. And I was looking at the sports information packet that Oneida provides for all their games. In the 3 games that Jellico has played Oneida, Keaton has had 39, 20, and 20. Actually didn't even score it looked like in the game in the district tournament. So, but again, that's interesting that Jellico, but again, Jellico's throwing different people on him, following him everywhere he goes on the floor, and maybe, he's not getting used to, whoever it is guarding him. So, but again, the second half should be just as entertaining as the first half was. I think Mike told us the other night at Jellico, there's the region semifinal and Dino Oaks, Coach Oaks told him this, is one of the 2 most heavy atmospheres to walk into, because you have to win this one to be guaranteed 2 more games, because if you lose tonight, it's over. And so that first half, just again, all the feels of a heavyweight championship, and the next 2 quarters we expect to be no different. So timeout from Harriman inside the Hammers halftime report. Third quarter action up next. This is Jellico Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Duals Tire Sports Network.
BP is here for you. Rice Oil features BP at Big O's Valley and at Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving. Amoco is here for you. Amoco brings you the quality fuel that Americans have been trusting for more than 100 years. Find Amoco at West End Amoco. Save 15 cents a gallon on BP and Amoco every time you use your BP card. Apply today. BP, Amoco, from Rice Oil, La Follette.
Get your game plan together and know where to go before an emergency arises. When life trips you up, La Follette Medical Center's FAST ER stands ready to address your health care needs. From treating broken bones to caring for life-threatening conditions, the emergency room at Tenova Healthcare's La Follette Medical Center is the ultimate team player. Learn more at TenovaLaFollette.com.
The staff at LUB, La Follette Utilities Board, is there for you.
You may be needing new service at your future home. LUB crews bring the experience, know-how, and equipment to put you in service. And when troubles arise, LUB crews are there, no matter the hour or the day, to restore your service. Connect to LUB.org or call 423-562-3316 for assistance on new service, existing service, or to report an outage. Count on LUB to be there.
I'm Doug Boshears, former Cougar, number 15. Go Cougars.
I'm Spencer Boshears, former Cougar, number 11. Go Cougars.
Go Cougars.
Back live here at Harriman High School. Second half about to get underway here. It'll be Blue Devil basketball. Blue Devils will be on the goal to our left here in the second half. The Indians of Oneida will be on the goal to our right. For Jellico, you'll have Van, Dabney, Teague, Marlowe, and Bowen out there to start things off for Jellico here in the third quarter. Blue Devil basketball. Van now in front court. Van hands it off to Teague. Teague was riddled with 2 fouls there late in the first half. Bowen now across the paint to Dabney. Dabney now drives, shut off, looking for help. Finds Teague. Teague now through the paint. Goes to the goal. Shot is up. No good. Rebound pulled down Oneida. And then a foul will be called in backcourt on Dakota Marlowe, and that'll be his third. That'll get Caleb Rose back into the game real quick as Marlowe picks up his third. Oneida basketball. Keaton will bring the ball up into front court for the Indians. Gets it to Zachary. Zachary now hands it off to Shoemaker. Back to Keaton. Keaton now works off a screen by Zachary. Now over in the corner. Double teamed inside Zachary. Ball's stolen away by Caleb Rose. Rose in front court. Rose to the goal. Layup good! Caleb Rose has 5. And the Blue Devil lead is 3. 29-26. Gilbert now for Oneida. Trying to get it to Keaton. Teague has the assignment of Keaton here to start the third quarter. There's the screen by Ryan to Shoemaker. Shoemaker with the basketball. 6:50 to go in the third. Blue Devils by 3, 29-26. Balls come to Keaton, and it'll be out of bounds on Oneida. They turned it over. Keaton was trying to tiptoe the near sideline, and the Jellico defense forced the out of bounds. Here's Trey Van with Jellico. Van now in the paint. Leaner on the way up off the glass, no good. Rebound pulled down Oneida. Here's Keaton. Keaton 1-on-3. Goes up, layup, no good. Ball is out of bounds. Rose was ready to catch it, but he was out of bounds. It'll stay with Oneida. A rare layup miss there by Grady Keaton. Shoemaker will throw it in for Oneida. 6.5 to go in the third. Pass comes in to Gilbert. Shot is up good, and he's fouled. So that'll be on Trey Van. That's the first on Van.
Gilbert to the line.
And that'll send Gilbert to the free throw line for one shot. He's 2 for 2 from the line tonight. To try to tie it up, free throw good. Tie game, 29-all. 6.5 to go here in the third. Here's Rose, near corner for 3. Long, rebound pulled down by Zachary of Oneida. Now to Rise, stolen away by Caleb Rose. Rose, layup, oh, that's goaltending. Count it. So they'll count it for Caleb Rose. And Jellico back on top by 2. 31-29, Blue Devils lead by 2. Shoemaker picked up by Bowen. Bowen forcing Shoemaker over to the far sideline. Could have easily been a travel. Zachary now gets it to Gilbert. Gilbert now forced out by Trey Van. Gilbert now picks his dribble up. Back to Shoemaker. Again, Teague doing a heck of a job on Keaton. Ball's loose, but it's pulled back in by Ryan. Ryan on the baseline, kicks it out top. That'll be Gilbert for 3. Good. Oneida reclaims the lead now by 1, 32-31. Dabney in front court. Dabney now through the paint. Dabney shot blocked, and the rebound's pulled down by Zachary. Here's Keaton. Now to Shoemaker. Gilbert with it. Now back to Shoemaker for three, in and out, and the ball's rebounded by Keaton. Keaton, fall away jump shot is good. Oneida by three, 34-31. Van now to the basket. Shot is up. No good. He's fouled. And Trey Van will step to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line as Grady Keaton picks up his second. Trey Van, the senior, with 9 points in the first half, to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line for 2 shots. Trey was 6 of 8 the other night against Greenback. First one is short, off the front iron. Substitution now for Oneida. Drayton Wade, the junior, back into the game for Brock Ryan. Van now, second free throw. Dribbles, eyes, bends of the knees, launches, free throw good. Trey with 10. Blue Devils trail by 2, 34-32. Wade now will bring the ball up into front court for Oneida. Wade now goes inside to Zachary. Zachary at the goal, shot up, good. No good, rebound pulled down Teague. Here's Van, quickly in front court. Van now kicks it out to Bowen. Now to Teague. Teague will be whistled for a travel. Turnover, Blue Devils. Again, winner will take on the winner of Harriman and Oliver Springs after this game tonight. Blue Devils down 2. Shoemaker in front court. Bowen knocks it away, steals it away. Gets it to Trey Van. Van tries to thread the needle, but it's intercepted by Keaton. Wade with it. Wade spins now, kicks it out to Keaton. Keaton now with the basketball. Back out to Wade. He'll fire a three. Shot short, rebound, Van. Van now with the basketball. Bounce past the Teague. Teague tiptoes. And then Trey Van is shoved down. The Jellico fans are irate, deservingly so. And now Trey Van took a licking. His teammates now will come and help him. And so that'll send Teague to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line for 2 shots. Goodness gracious. Just watching the replay here, which of course does you all no good, but oh yeah, that's an obvious foul, even on the replay. The guy just looks at him. How do you miss that in a region semifinal? Get out of here with that. Teague now with 2 free throws. First one on the way is good. Braden Teague with 6 points, cuts the deficit to 1. Second free throw for Teague. Shot is up, in and out. Rebound pulled down Oneida. That's Gilbert. Oneida by 1, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Wade with it over here near side to Shoemaker. Shoemaker to Zachary. Zachary give and go to Keaton on the base. They'll call that though. And they'll count the basket for Keaton. And they'll call Teague with the hold. So now Oneida by 3, 36-33. Free throw pending for Keaton. Free throw is up and good by Keaton. Ryan checks back in now for the Indians for Shoemaker. Oneida by 4, 37-33. Here's Dabney with the basketball. Has it knocked away. Wade with the basketball. Wade to the goal. Layup is up, no good. Rebound pulled down by Gilbert. And then you'll have a jump ball. It'll stay with Oneida. Substitution now for Jellico. Number 24, freshman McCoy Johnson checks into the game for the Blue Devils. Dabney will catch a breather. Wade will throw it in. Ball comes in out top to Gilbert. Johnson with him. Good defense by Johnson there. Gilbert now hands it off to Ryan. Now to Wade. Wade picked up by Bowen. Wade now with the basketball. Goes down low inside Zachary. Zachary shot off the glass is good. 6-point lead now for Oneida. 3:15 to go. Here's Van. Van, layup shot it. No good. Whistle sounds, foul call. So Trey Van will go to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line. Gilbert's third foul.
Trey Van at the line.
Van at the line now for 2. Looks like got to get a contact back in there. So it's Johnson, Rose, Van, Brandenburg, and Bolin in for Jellico. 2 shots now for Trey Van. Oneida by 6, their largest lead of the night. Van's first free throw on the way is good. 39-34. Van now, second free throw on the way. Is up and good. 2 big free throws by the senior Trey Van. 39-35, Oneida by 4. Wade with the basketball, knocked away by Van. Ball still loose, and Bowen will scoop it up. Bowen now to the goal, shot up, no good. Rebound, it'll be ball loose on the floor. It'll be a jump ball. It'll be a jump ball, and Jellico will have possession. A very generous loose ball. So Rose will throw it in for Jellico. Under the Jellico goal, down 4. Rose now gets it up top to Johnson. Johnson, free throw line jumper, off the iron, no good. Rebound Johnson. Back to Brandenburg, now to Rose. Rose for 3, shot long, rebound Wade. Wade now with the basketball for Oneida. Wade now all the way to the goal, shot is up, and a blocking foul is called on Van. So fouls on Van, his second. Counted by Wade. His first basket of the night, and Wade will be at the free throw line to try to complete the 3-point play. Looks like we'll wipe up some moisture on the floor here. All right, so 6-point lead for Oneida, 41-35, 2:37 to go. In the third, Wade's free throw on the way is up, in and out. Rebound pulled down by Oneida, and then knocked away, and then Bowen tips it in right to Keaton. To Wade for 3, no good. Rebound pulled down, Oneida. Lay goes up, shot no good, and then Wade again throws it away. It'll go out of bounds, Jellico basketball. Couple chances there for Jellico to pull down the board. Luckily, though, Oneida threw it away. Brandenburg to Van. Blue Devils down 6, 41-35, 2:15 to go in the third. Here's Van. Van now spins. Van looking for help. Van throws up a prayer shot. No good. He's fouled. Ryan's second. And the Oneida folks are apoplectic. I mean apoplectic. Van at the line for two. Van, the senior, dribbles. Eyes, launches, free throw, in and out. Van now, second free throw on the way is good. 41-36, Oneida by 5. Some pressure here by Jellico. Van now picks up Wade. Wade, the junior, now gets the ball, threw it away. Turnover, Oneida. 1:58 to go in the third. Blue Devils down 5, 41-36. Here come the Blue Devils. Van attacks the basket. Shot up, no good. He's fouled. And Trey Van back to the free throw line. And that's on Ron, his third. And that'll be 2 shots now for Trey Van. Van dribbles, eyes, launches, free throw is short. Second free throw now to cut it to 4. Gilbert checks out for Oneida. So Van's second free throw on the way. Deep breath. Dribbles the ball. A bend to the knees. Eyes, ball on the way. Good. Second free throw, good. Jellico down 4. 41-37. 1:50 to go in the third. Van will pick up Wade here at midcourt. Wade now. That's a good defense. Looked like a travel, but Wade gets it off. Now to Zachary. Zachary now to Ryan. Good defense by Johnson. Here's Wade. Wade now, ball's tipped and by Rose, but it's picked back up by Zachary. Keaton now has his hands with the ball. Keaton now gets it to Wade. 1:20 to go. Blue Devils down 4. Wade cross court over to Ryan. He'll fire a 3 on the way. No good. Rebound pulled down. Last touch by Oneida. Jellico basketball. 1:11 to go in the third. Blue Devils down 4. 41-37. Van calls out the play. Van spins, goes to the basket. Shot up, good! Trey Van! Another basket. Blue Devils down 2, 1 to go in the third. Wade now with the basketball. Van picks him up. There's a screen by Ron. Johnson now switches on to Wade. Give and go ball deflected by Johnson. Keaton loses it out of bounds. Turnover, Oneida. Turnover, Oneida. That's a heads-up play by the freshman Johnson. Shoemaker checks back in now for Oneida. He'll give Blay the breather. 45 seconds to go in the third. Blue Devils down 2, 41-39. Van with the basketball. Van now goes to the goal. And a whistle sounds it'll be a traveling violation on Van. Looked like Trey got a little too far in and couldn't decide whether to keep it or go up with it. Now the Blue Devil faithful on their feet down below. Wade now with the basketball. Wade now goes through the paint. Floater on the way is up. No good. Rebound, Brandenburg. Brandenburg now looking for help. Gets it to McCoy Johnson. Johnson runs it down in 2 rows. Here's Bowen at the goal. Layup no good. The iron unkind. Oh, no. Oh. A devastating miss. Oh. Bowen will pick up his first. And that'll put Oneida's Shoemaker at the line for 2. Everything went right for Jellico on that play except the layup. 10 seconds to go in the third. Shoemaker dribbles, eyes, launches, good. His first point of the night. Shoemaker's second free throw good. Back to a 4-point lead now for Oneida. 8 seconds to go. Trey Van in front court. Van to Johnson. Johnson for 3. Oh, in and out. Ball's tipped to Bowen. Bowen puts it back up and in as time expires. And that'll be the end of the third quarter. A final 8 minutes that'll be for the books coming up here from Harriman. Your score, Oneida 43, Jellico 41. Fourth quarter's next. This is Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Goals Tire Sports Network.
BP is here for you. Rice Oil features BP at Big O's Valley and at Cumberland Crossing BP. BP provides the energy that keeps Campbell County and America moving. Amoco is here for you. Amoco brings you the quality fuel that Americans have been trusting for more than 100 years. Find Amoco at West End Amoco. Save 15 cents a gallon on BP and Amoco every time you use your BP card. Apply today. BP, Amoco, from Rice Oil, La Follette.
Get your game plan together and know where to go before an emergency arises. When life trips you up, La Follette Medical Center's FAST ER stands ready to address your health care needs. From treating broken bones to caring for life-threatening conditions, the emergency room at Tenova Healthcare's La Follette Medical Center is the ultimate team player. Learn more at TenovaLaFollette.com.
Back live in Harriman. The final 8 minutes to decide who keeps dancing. It'll be Oneida basketball. Van, Johnson, Bowen, Rose, and Brandenburg. And Johnson will be whistled for his first foul here near midcourt. 43-41. Oneida starts with a 2-point lead. Wade now will throw the ball in. Wade directing traffic, gets the ball into Zachary. Now to Shoemaker. Johnson picks up Shoemaker, and with 7:50 to go in the game. Shoemaker now in front court. Shoemaker has a seam. Goes up, travels. Turnover, Oneida. Shoemaker kind of had the same problem that Trey had there earlier. So far in, and a little hesitation. Rose for the lead in the corner. In and out. Rebound pulled down. Last touch. Actually, Oneida kept it alive somehow. Here's Keaton on a run out. Brandenburg tries to deflect, but Keaton puts it off the glass and in. Oneida by 4, 45-41. Here's Van. Out to Johnson. Johnson now throws up a prayer. Shot no good. Rebound, Oneida. Back to Keaton. Keaton now with the basketball. Spins. Goes up. Shot up. No good. Whistle sounds. Foul called. That'll be on Brandenburg of Jellico, his first. Keaton back to the free throw line where he doesn't miss. 13 points on the night for Keaton. First free throw on the way is no good. Substitution now for Jellico. Dabney and Teague back into the game. Johnson and Brandenburg get a well-deserved breather. Keaton's second free throw on the way is good. Rolls in. 46-41, Oneida by 5. Here's Van. Van now out to Rose. Rose head fake. Rose drives. Rose now kicks it out to Teague. Now to Dabney for three. Shot no good. Rebound pulled down by Zachary of Oneida. Wade now couldn't catch up to the pass from Zachary. Oneida turnover. Dabney will get it into Van. 6:50 to go. Blue Devils down 5. Van now attacks. Shot is up. No good. Whistle sounds. Foul call. And that'll be on Shoemaker. If I'm Jellico, it's a steady stream of drive and draw the foul. Van at the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line. First shot is on the way. Good. That cuts it to a 4-point deficit now for the Blue Devils. So we wipe some moisture off the ball. Here we go. Trey Van, his second free throw. The deep breath, the dribble of the ball. A bend to the knee, the free throw on its way, good. 2 big free throws by Van. Blue Devils down 3, 46-43. Wade picked up by Van as he comes across midcourt. Pass up top to Zachary. Zachary has the ball knocked away, but Zachary gets it back. Back to Wade. 6.5 to go. Wade now off the dribble. Attacks, and a hold will be called on Jellico. Blue Devils wanted to travel. The beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And that time, the official saw a hold. That'll be on Van, his third. I think if you're Mike, you roll with it. 6:28 to go. Here's Wade all alone for three. Long. Rebound, Van. Now he gets it to Teague. Teague attacks. Teague shot up off the glass. No good. Wade the board. And then Teague gets it back, though, and he gets it to Van. Heads up play by Teague. Here's Dabney. Dabney to Rose for the tie. Long. Rebound tip. Bowen has a hand on it. Wade pulls it in for Oneida. Just can't get a shot to fall. Wade hands it off to Keaton. They're going to clear it out and have Keaton take Dabney one-on-one. Dabney does a good job, forces him to give it up. Back out to Zachary. 3-point lead for Oneida. Rose knocks it away. Here's Bowen. Bowen now has it knocked away by Wade. Wade saves it. Wade now over to Keaton. Keaton now at the goal. Shot is up. Good. Oneida will take a full timeout. We'll take it with them. 5:35 to go in the game. Indians lead by 5, 48-43. Timeout from Harriman. This is Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Doyle's Tire Sports Network.
The staff at LUB, La Follette Utilities Board, is there for you. You may be needing new service at your future home. LUB crews bring the experience, know-how, and equipment to put you in service. And when troubles arise, LUB crews are there, no matter the hour or the day, to restore your service. Connect to LUB.org or call 423-562-3316 for assistance on new service, existing service, or to report an outage. Count on LUB to be there.
This is AM 1450 and FM 100.9. WLAF La Follette, the home of American Top 40, the 70s with Casey Kasem.
Back live out of the timeout from Oneida. They'll have 2 left. Both fans now trying to give some encouragement to their teams down below. They know what's on the line. Blue Devil basketball, length of the floor to go, down 5, 48-43. Van will bring the ball up in the front court for Jellico. Van now kicks it out. This will be Teague with it. Teague hands it off to Dabney. Dabney now drives. Dabney looking for help. Back to Teague. Teague back to Van. He's picked up by Keaton. 2 of the best players in 1A. Van to the goal shot. No good. And a blocking foul called, and Van back to the line for 2. That'll be on Shoemaker, his second.
Trey Van to the line.
Van's first Hensley's Tire and Service free throw on the way is up. Good. Jellico down 4, 5:14 to go. Second free throw by Van is good. Van gets it back to a one-possession game, 48-45. Blue Devils down 3. Here's Zachary inside. Shot is up. Good. Zachary got the roll at the goal. 5-point lead for Oneida. 5 to play. 50-45. Here's Van. Van now inside. Van now at the goal. Shot is good. Trey Van. Grown man basketball. Wade with it. Van steals it. Here's Trey Van to the goal. Layup good. How about Jellico down 1, 50-49. 4:35 to go in the game. Van was able to flip Wade and put the basket up and in. And then here's Teague nearly with another steal on the near sideline. Last touch by Jellico. 4:27 to go in the game. Blue Devils down 1, 50-49. Shoemaker with it. Into Keaton. Keaton now has some room. Goes up. Shot is no good. Rebound inside is Gilbert. And Gilbert puts it up and in. Oneida back by 3. Here's Van. Van again to the goal. Off the glass. No good. Rebound pulled down by Zachary. Here's Keaton. Keaton now to Shoemaker. 4 minutes to play. Halfway through the final quarter. Blue Devils down 3, 52-49. Wade with the basketball out front. Comes to Shoemaker. Shoemaker now with the basketball. Up top to Zachary. Zachary now has Wade wide open. Wade puts it up and in. Jellico down 5, 3.5 to go. Dabney with it, right wing. Dabney will fire a 3. Short. Rebound Oneida. And now Oneida will slow down the game as much as possible with 3:20 to go in the game. Blue Devils down 5. Wade with the basketball. Give and go again inside. Gilbert at the goal. No good. Bowen pulls down the rebound for Jellico. Now to Van. Trey Van now attacks. Van to the goal. Shot no good. He's fouled. And Trey Van will return to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line as Zachary picks up his third. Van now. The bend of the knee, the shot on the way, good. Jellico down 4, 54-50, 3:07 to go in the game. Second free throw. Van dribbles, eyes, bends, launches, is short. Rebound, loose, pulled down by Gilbert. And then a foul in backcourt on Van. Woo! I've seen a lot more go uncalled as Van picks up his fourth. 3:04 to go in the game. So if you're Van, you got to play composed here with 3 to go. Blue Devils down 4. Oneida basketball. Wade loses the ball. It'll be Jellico basketball. Wade lost it off his foot. And Mike Reynolds will take a timeout, a 30-second timeout. We'll keep our coverage here with 2:52 to go in the game. Oneida by 4, 54-50. Jellico basketball. Coach Mike Reynolds takes a 30-second timeout. 16 second half points here for Trey Van. He's got 25 on the night. 7 for Rose, 9 for Bowen, 6 for T. Jellico basketball out of the timeout. Van, Rose, Teague, Dabney, and Bowen. Ball comes into Dabney. Over to Van. Van picked up by Keaton. Van now goes to the goal. Shot is up off the back iron. It falls through. Jellico down 2, 2:40 to go. Keaton now in front court for the Indians. Has an opening. Keaton now goes back door. Shot up, no good. Tip in is good, though, by Ben Gilbert. And now King of Oneida wants a 30-second timeout. With 2:27 to go in the game, Oneida leads by 4 now, 56-52, a 2-possession game. Both teams with a couple fouls to give here. Well, let's see. Oneida with 2 fouls to give before they put Jellico on the line. Jellico with 1. The next foul on Jellico will put Oneida on the line. Jellico basketball, length of the floor to go. It'll be Dabney, Rose, Van, Teague, and Bowen on the floor for Jellico. Here's Rose, running point. Rose now attacks the basket. Here's Dabney open for 3. Shot long. Rebound pulled down Gilbert. Boy, that was a perfect shot for Jellico. It just wouldn't go down for the Blue Devils. Keaton now in front court. Keaton now goes out to Gilbert. Back to Keaton. 2 to play. Keaton now kicks it out. Oneida is not going to shoot the ball. I can tell you that. They're going to milk as much clock as possible. 1:45 to go now. Might have to turn them over. Now Keaton to the goal. Shot is up and no good. Rebound pulled down by Zachary. Zachary goes up. Shot no good. And Dabney, the biggest board of his career. 1:30 to go. Here's Van. Van now at the goal. Shot up. No good, but he's fouled. So that'll be on Zachary, his 4th. Van back to the line for 2 shots. 1:28 to go. Again, some moisture on the floor. Whew. It is like a pressure cooker in this gymnasium here at Harriman tonight. Trey Van at the line for 2. Van's free throw on the way is good. Rolls in for the senior. Trey Van's 2nd free throw on the way is up and good. And now Mike Reynolds will take a full timeout. Let's take it with him. 1:28 to go in the game. Blue Devils down 2, Oneida basketball. Stand by. This is Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Doles Tire Sports Network.
Hey, this is Chris Malone at Doles Tire Shop. We invite you to buy the new and used tires and friendly service. We're doing our best to continue the legacy of Doles Tire Shop. Come see us on the 4-lane next to Eagle Tire Pro, right between La Follette and Jacksboro. Doles Tire Shop. The tradition continues.
I'm Doug Boshears, former Cougar, number 15. Go Cougars.
I'm Spencer Boshears, former Cougar, number 11. Go Cougars.
Go Cougars.
Back live here at Harriman. .128 to go. Blue Devils down 2. Oneida has the ball. The Blue Devil faithful are on their feet. So some pressure here by Jellico. So Keaton will have the ball. Blue Devils down 2. Keaton now with the basketball. Teague picks him up at midcourt. Over to Wade. Back to Keaton. Wade and Keaton so far with the ball. Keaton now over to Shoemaker. Back to Keaton. Teague knocks it away. Keaton gets it back. Now there's trouble. Wade gets it. Wade now. 1:03 to go. Cross court to Shoemaker. 60 seconds to go. Blue Devils down 2, and a foul will be called on Dabney. That'll be the first on Dabney. That'll be the team 5th. So Oneida's Keaton will step to the Hensley's Tire and Service free throw line for 2 shots. 58 seconds to go. Blue Devils down 2. Keaton's free throw is good. Keaton now can make it a 2-possession game. On the way, no good. Rebound, Dabney. Blue Devils down 3. Here's Van. Van gets it to Teague. Oh, and a charge call. You're going to call that in the region semifinals. Oh my gosh. Trey Van fouls out on a suspect charge call. Man, oh man, that was bad. Wow. A game like this, and the stripe blows a whistle with 50 seconds to go, that fouls out the best player in the region. 52 seconds to go. Full court pressure. Brandenburg into the game now for Trey Van, who just fouled out. I mean, do they have a moisture problem here at Harriman? I mean, they've had to mop the floor up 5 or 6 times. And we built on an underground spring here or something. Wade will throw it in for Oneida. Blue Devils down 4. There's the home run pass to Keaton, and he gets behind the defense. Keaton's layup's good. Big gamble there by Oneida. Up 5, 40 seconds to go. Brandenburg will launch. His three's deflected. The rebound pulled down by Oneida. And then Teague has to come in and foul from behind. Oneida seconds away from advancing to the region championship. So that'll put Gilbert at the line for 2. Gilbert's first free throw is in and out. Brian checks in for Wade. Second free throw is good. Gilbert 1 for 2. Blue Devils trail by 6. 30 seconds to go. Dabney now comes to the corner. This will be Teague for 3. No good. Ball is rebounded by Dabney. Dabney goes up. Shot good. Timeout Jellico. 23 seconds to go. Blue Devils down 4. 60 to 56. It'll be a full timeout. We'll keep our coverage here from Harriman. 23 seconds to go. Blue Devils down 4, 60-56 to Oneida. Oneida basketball. There you see some of the replays of this just phenomenal game. You can see why 2 games have been 3 points, decided by 3 points this year. Trey Van fouled out moments ago with 28 points on the night. 19 of those in the second half. Jellico will play for the quick steal or the foul. Wade will throw it in. Pass comes into Keaton. Keaton now with it over here to Ryan. 18 seconds to go. Ryan now will be fouled here by Teague. That'll be the 4th on Teague. Actually, they'll call it on Caleb Rose. That's Rose's first foul. Ryan now at the line for 2 shots with 18 seconds to go. Blue Devils down 4. First one on the way is good. Ryan can about put it away here with this free throw here. 5-point lead now. Going for 6, good. Ryan puts the Indians up 6. 15 seconds to go. Dabney now. Dabney to the goal. Layup, good! Timeout, Jellico. 10 seconds to go. 62-58. Blue Devils down 4. The Blue Devils will not go quietly into the night here at Harriman. We'll take it with them. 10 seconds to go. Blue Devils down 4. This is Jellico basketball over the WLAF Duals Tire Sports Network.
At Grace Rehab, we have one goal in mind: to improve your quality of life. We provide physical, occupational, and speech therapy for all ages. Grace's therapy and treatment plans are individualized for each patient.
Well, my doctor didn't think I would be to this point at this time, and I wouldn't have been had it not been for the rehab center here at Grace.
Oh, I like all the people that's here, and they've been real nice, and I've had a ton of fun with them.
Grace Rehab, we want to help you feel your best.
Live, 10 seconds to go. Can the Blue Devils catch a miracle here in Harriman? Down 4. 10 seconds to go. Wade will throw it in. Dabney face guards him. Wade now has to call a timeout, and that'll be the last timeout for Oneida. So that is the last timeout for Oneida. Ten seconds to go. Again, the winner advances on to play in the region championship game. That'll be on Thursday night here at Harriman at 7 o'clock. And, of course, the winner of this game and the next game automatically qualify for sub-state. Harriman Oliver Springs game should be a dandy as well tonight. 10 seconds to go. Out of the Oneida timeout. Wade will throw it in. Dabney will face guard him. Blue Devils down 4. There's the home run pass again. This time Gilbert gets it. And Brandenburg whistle for the foul. Second foul on Seth Brandenburg. Ben Gilbert at the line for 2. Free throw on the way in and out. Johnson out the line for T.
You could. If they miss most of them.
Second free throw good for Gilbert. 5-point lead now for Oneida. Dabney at midcourt. Dabney will fire three at the buzzer. Shot no good. And Oneida advances. Final score. Oneida defeats Jellico 63-58. The Indians advance to the region championship. And the Blue Devils season comes to an end here in the region semis. Final score from Harriman. Oneida 63, Jellico 58. Welcome inside the TCAT at Jacksboro Blue Devil wrap-up show. We'll wrap things up here from Harriman. This has been Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Duals Tire Sports Network.
This is TCAT Jacksboro President Dr. Debbie Petrie. Our new campus is being constructed, and this is Building A on the right as you enter campus. It'll house administration, student services, classrooms, plus a large meeting room. Building B is at the back of the campus. It is a football field and a half in length, housing welding, power sports, and more. Most of the current TCAT building's original structures will be demolished to make room for the new parking lot. We have a bright future at TCAT.
Hi, my name's Amanda Pemberton, and I'm a lifelong Campbell County native and former Lady Cougar. I'm a personal lines agent here at Gray Insurance, and I would love to help you with all of your home, auto, and life insurance needs. We're an independent agency that represents over 100 companies, and we are adding more to ensure that we are able to offer our customers the best coverage and premium options. Come see me, and I'll be glad to help you with all your insurance needs. Thanks.
I'm Bailey Ball. Come see my dad, Billy, at La Follette Mine Supply. Hey, he's my dad too. Come see our dad. For septic tanks, PVC pipe, septic chambers, and rebar. Be sure and ask about our low prices on Tractor Ag Fluid, Def Fluid, and Rotella T4 motor oil. What's that? No kids zone? You can read?
Hi, I'm Macy Wilcox, the owner of La Follette Nutrition, and at La Follette Nutrition, we support the Cougars. Stop by and get a loaded tea and shake or a superfood bowl. And don't forget, we have seasonal menus. We're located at 240 West Central Avenue, Suite 9, across from First Baptist Church.
Get your game plan together and know where to go before an emergency arises. When life trips you up, La Follette Medical Center's FAST ER stands ready to address your health care needs. From treating broken bones to caring for life-threatening conditions, the emergency room at Tenova Healthcare's La Follette Medical Center is the ultimate team player. Learn more at TenovaLaFollette.com.
The staff at LUB, La Follette Utilities Board, is there for you. You may be needing new service at your future home. LUB crews bring the experience, know-how, and equipment to put you in service. And when troubles arise, LUB crews are there, no matter the hour or the day, to restore your service. Connect to LUB.org or call 423-562-3316 for assistance on new service, existing service, or to report an outage. Count on LUB to be there.
Back live here at Harriman inside the TCAT at Jacksboro Blue Devil wrap-up show. Final score now as Oneida advances on to the region championship. They defeat Jellico by a final score of 63-58, but a heck of a year for the Blue Devils of Jellico. Final game stats for Jellico. Jellico led in scoring unofficially with Trey Van with 28 points on the night, 9 points for Jacob Boland, 7 points for Gavin Dabney, 7 points for Caleb Rose, 6 points for Braden Teague. And for the Blue Devils, you had Micah Shelby, Seth Brandenburg, Dakota Marlowe played, did not score on the night for Jellico. For the Indians, you had Ben Gilbert lead the Oneida in scoring with 20 points. 19 points by Grady Keaton. Really a quiet 19. 13 of those were in the second half. Then you had 8 points from Brock Ryan, 8 points for Jesse Zachary, 4 points for Drayton Wade, 2 points for Kenton Lay, 2 points for Kanan Shoemaker on the night for Oneida. Again, final score 63-58. Oneida advances on to the region championship game here at Harriman on Thursday night. And Jellico's season unfortunately comes to an end here in the region semifinals against Oneida. Nothing to hang your head at, though, for Mike Reynolds and his Blue Devil squad. The Jellico Blue Devils finished, I think, 4th in the regular season in District 3, 2A, but they end up winning the district tournament down at Roan State last week, hosted the first-round region game against Greenback the other night up at Jellico on Saturday night, and again advanced to the region semis where they came up just a bit short here tonight against Oneida. A lot to look forward to with the future next year for the Blue Devils. However, this was the last game for seniors Trey Van, Seth Brandenburg, and Ethan Souder. I remember especially Brandenburg and Van on that state tournament team a couple of years ago, and they certainly have nothing to hang their head about through their illustrious career here as a Blue Devil here with Jellico, as they have really brought a lot of excitement to the Gem City over the last several years throughout their playing time at Jellico High School. We want to thank Principal Joey St. John, Hope Stand Church, head coach Mike Reynolds for allowing us to kind of tag along here these couple of games here in the postseason. And so we'll bid you good night from Harriman here. The basketball season officially comes to a close. It's officially Jake Monday and Mike Catfish Miller time for Cougar baseball, which will be on the air starting next week with their next home game. For Aaron Hopkins and Matthew Moore, I'm Josh Parker. Good night from Harriman. This has been a presentation of Blue Devil basketball over the WLAF Duals Tire Sports Network.
WLAF. Campbell County's home for local news, traffic, weather, sports, and music.
1450 WLAF.
FM translator W230DC.
And FM translator W265BQ. La Follette, Tennessee, USA, where it's now time for CBS Radio News.
This newscast brought to you by locally owned and operated La Follette Monuments, 423-562-1880, 562-1880, La Follette Monuments, near the high school on the 4-lane.